One thing we had to worry about is that the gators are nesting right now.
That's a monster.
If you make a wrong step on a gator like this, it could be serious. I'm down here in South Florida, and I've done now 2 gator hunts. I had one with my bow, one with a rod and reel, and by far the rod and reel was the coolest thing for me. So when I went back down a 3rd time on a gator hunt, the rod and reel was all I was going to use. This time, instead of doing it from a boat, which allowed the gator to pull the boat around, I was going to do it from the shore. The only thing we had to think about on this was there was female gators nesting. And if you came by one of those nests, they could charge you. Now, you might not think a gator's that fast, but in a 40-foot range, they can outrun a quarter horse. So, I mean, they could go really quick for a short distance. So as far as if you're walking along with a fishing rod, looking to cast it in the water, if you step on one of those nests or get close to one, that gator can get you. So that was something to think about while we're on this trip. Well, we got one tag down here in South Florida to get a monster gator. Caught some big gators before. I think the largest gator I have is 11 foot, but they say they got some bigger ones down here, and I'm gonna try to get on one and get them up, and they said the best way to do it will be with this pole. Last year I was out with Tim Thomas hunting gator, and I reeled one in. It took me 45 minutes to get it up into the boat. So I'm looking forward to doing this, and we'll see how this goes. You know, I've hunted alligators with bow and arrow, harpoon, fishing reel. The most fun by far is the fishing reel, for me anyway. I realize the bow shot is always cool, but fighting a gator on the end of a saltwater rod and reel, still to me, just tops the list. Not only do you get the fun of fighting this gator and getting him to shore, that's when all the excitement starts. Now you got to get him up on shore, and you got to put him down. So everything can get pretty dicey, and this hunt was no exception. So we're all fishing different areas of the canal, and one thing we had to worry about is that the gators are nesting right now. So as we're walking down these canals, the guys are saying, look, you got a nesting female, she will come out and get you. She will come after you. So we kind of had to keep that in mind as we're walking. So you're throwing a cast and you're looking around, just making sure nothing's sneaking its way up that hill to get you. We did get into some gators, and
it's a big gator,
all I could say is I hooked into a giant.
That's a big one. Head right there, popped up.
I was at a 45-degree angle trying to reel this gator in, and it was stripping line at will.
Oh, that work I just did. Oh, yeah. At least he's hooked good.
It took a ton of effort to get this gator up to shore.
You see the beak on that thing?
Got him cooked.
That's a monster. How much work?
That's a hell of a gator, man. That's a big gator. Got him to shore, and you know, that's when, like I said, that's when the fun starts. Because if you make a wrong step down in the mud on a gator like this that's already agitated, you know, it could be serious. We got out our outdoor edge knife, and we decided this is the gator I was going to take, and we put that gator down, and it was just, again, an amazing experience for me to reel in that gator.
Nice, absolutely. Nice gator. That's a giant, man. That's a 12-foot gator. Oh yeah, absolutely every day.
Dude, how long we find this thing? About an hour?
About an hour.
I'm thinking it's 15 minutes. This is the second time that's happened to me. You get so pumped up, and you don't want to lose them. Well, this is just a giant. Look at this gator. Look at this gator, man. Wow, beautiful gator. Now we get to Howard's gator. Now, I gotta explain to you that Howard's a saltwater fisherman. He's years of doing this. Excellent with a rod and reel. So I knew he was gonna have no problem reeling one of these boys in. But after you fight 1 or 2 or 3, because we all fought a few that we lost, you get a little tired. Well, Howard hooks into another giant, just a giant.
We were doing it old-fashioned style, rod and reel, something I had never seen before. These gators were packed into a series of canals. I hooked into a gator that, as soon as I hit the thing hard, it took off like a 200-pound tuna. and shot across the canal, and from there it was just game on. I couldn't believe the power of these gators. They were amazing. It was a 30 to 35 minute, battle royale with something like fighting a 500-pound marlin. And this thing went back and forth and swam in the canal and just, with more power and more aggression than I can remember ever fighting with a fish. By the end of 30 minutes, I knew that, with the hog hunting still having to go, we needed to close the deal. And Gus helped me out, and we double teamed him at the end, and we got him in, and we took care of him. Nice job, baby.
That's how we do it here in FLA, bro.
We came out here this afternoon, thanks to Larry at the Razor Ranch, and wow, what an alligator experience this was. Rod and reel, catching them like a big marlin, bringing them in along the bank, bringing them up, and putting the kill to them. This was quite an experience, and one I look forward to coming back to.
I hope you guys enjoyed this show. If you liked the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you guys next week. Don't forget to leave those comments.